Good afternoon. First of all, a hearty thanks to everyone for joining us today. I, Ankit Dogra, along with my teammates Dr. Deepika Chhabra and Mr. Amit Saxena from Medical Services Jagsonpal Pharmaceuticals Ltd, are very pleased to welcome you all to today's program by Delhi Gynecologist Forum for the first President Oration with academic partner Jagsonpal Pharmaceuticals Ltd, makers of LycoRed Cell Protector, soft gel capsules of lycopene, zinc, and selenium for boosting immunity and cell rejuvenation. Injection Maintane, 250 and 500 mg depot progesterone containing 17 alpha hydroxyprogesterone caproate and EndoReg, 2 mg tablets containing Dynogest for the medical management of endometriosis and endometriosis associated pelvic pain. Dear attendees, we request you to post your thoughts and wishes by the text in the chat box. Please note this webinar is streaming live on the Facebook and the link is shared in the chat box. For the future reference, we'll upload this webinar on our YouTube channel, Jagsonpal Medical Insights. We thank Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am, Secretary General DGF, for the conceptualization of the program. We now welcome the coordinator and anchor, Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar, President DGF East, to kindly take the proceedings further. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ankit. Good afternoon, everyone. I extend an extremely warm welcome to all the mentors, my seniors, my colleagues, and all my friends. I would say the very presence of each one of you on this platform, your smiling faces, and the little chit-chat that we've just had really brings about feelings of great warmth, unity, love, and that is what we need on this cold day that it is today. DGF has completed 21 years, and it is now entered into that particular phase which we talk about as maturity, independence, and responsibility. We had started with one forum, and that was the Pioneer Forum of East Delhi Gynecologist Forum. And today, we are proud to have 8 forums, which covers the whole entirety of Delhi. Each forum, which is well known for its potential, its uniqueness, its own ingenuity, and which has been actually blossomed into what it is today by the president and the team and their undying efforts for making that particular forum very special for its members. And they have always and constantly at each and every step been guided by our mentor and the founders, Secretary General of our forum, that's the Delhi Gynecologist Forum, and that is Dr. Sharda Jain. So I would now like to welcome Dr. Sharda Jain, and I would like her to explain to each one of us what exactly went behind having this particular oration and what was the conceptualization of this particular activity.
At the outset, Dr. Jyoti, I would like no CV for me. Let me just speak. It's a great day, and I bring greetings for Vasant Panchami, which falls tomorrow. It's a Hindu festival dedicated to Ma Saraswati, the goddess of education, and Vani. I will say it's an awesome moment for me that I could realize my dream that I should give an oration to every outgoing president of every forum of Delhi Gynecologist Forum. I correct Dr. Jyoti, we are not 8, we are 9 forums today. Why I thought about it? Because I think whenever we choose president, we make it a point that person should be academically very sound. Secondly, we have seen their contribution to Delhi Gynecologist Forum in the tenure they have been there. So I think, as a salute and a tribute which they have, contributed, they owe this thing. The question is, why should I catch them young? We should catch them young because, I find, if you give them an incentive at a younger age, we can expect them to contribute tremendously for the organization. As far as the various orations which have gone on till now, today is the fifth oration. One was given by Sangeeta Gupta, another was by Dr. Manju Khemani, outgoing president, Dr. Sanjeevani Khanna, and Dr. Deepshikha Goel. And today, to be exactly, it's the fifth oration. And I talked last year, people who retired, that, they have to give an oration, and they've beautifully agreed that they will definitely love to do this. But as you all know, that Delhi Gynecologist Forum lacks money. Organizing an oration means arranging food for 100 to 200 people, taking an obligation. As far as our kitty is concerned, you all know, our kitty only has a money coming from training programs of Delhi Gynecologist Forum. We don't take a single NP from any of a member, and we make a policy not to take it from the drug house. So COVID came as a silver lining, giving me an opportunity to realize my dream. Because I think webinar can be very beautifully platformed, where these kind of activities can be very beautifully done. And during an annual day, we can formalize it with giving them a proper shawl and the memento. So with these in mind, I feel, I must quote Dr. Urmil Sharma. She tried twice to nominate my name for honorary fellowship of the Royal College twice. Once she offered me, at that time I was 65. I did tell her, Dr. Urmil Sharma, thank you very much. You're giving me at the age of 65. It's of no use to me. Nor I'm aspiring for anything now. Nor I'm looking for a foxy presidentship. So it's of no use to me. And this 1st of January, again, she repeated the same request. I said, Madam, now I'm 10 years more elder than what you said last time. And once no is always no. So I think, this is why I feel that oration should be given to younger people. And this fifth oration goes to Dr. Meenakshi. And I think Meenakshi, we all are very fond of Dr. Meenakshi. And my association with Dr. Meenakshi is almost 15 years back. And our common factor is HPV vaccination. She did a marvelous job by taking a baton from Dr. Manju Khemani. And both Manju Khemani and Dr. Meenakshi has really developed South Delhi Gynecologist Forum. And this particular thing comes another tribute to Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja. So with all these words, over to you, Dr. Meenakshi. Anything, Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar, you have to say?
Thank you so much, madam. And now we move on to the main event, and that is the oration. So just what exactly is an oration? So oration is one of the oldest forms of communication. It even existed before writing, before the printing press, and even before the electronic media. And still, it is the most important and effective method of communication. They say oratory is a masterful art. Poetry, painting, music, sculpture, architecture, they all please, they all thrill, they all inspire. But oratory actually rules. And while one is giving the oration, that particular person, oratrix is the word that they use for the female orator, she actually is the master. So coming on to the oratory session, I would like to invite the chairpersons, Dr. Manju Khemani. She is the founder president of DGF South. She's the director of the Max Smart Hospital. Dr. Anjila Aneja. She's the present president of DGF South, and she's the director at Fortis Love. I hand over the two of you to take the session forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jyoti and Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am. So I think we all are waiting to hear. And I have Dr. Meenakshi's CV. Okay.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Before Deepika shows me Dr. Meenakshi's CV, I'll put up, what is Meenakshi, bubbly, full of fun, full of food, all the articles on the Facebook are food, And and it's wonderful human being, But besides that, she's director for this law firm. I didn't know that she's a cosmetic gynecologist also. She's the president Indian Menopausal Society and member multidisciplinary committee AOGD, member quality improvement committee AOGD, member reproductive endocrinology AOXC. But above all, she is a very enthusiastic person to work in any organization. And it will be wonderful to hear from you on this very difficult topic. I am saying it's difficult because we all can, speak on medical topic. Cut, copy, paste. We are very good at it. But speaking on a topic, which is not medical, it's not very easy. So over to you, Dr. Meenakshi Ahuja, on the topic chosen by you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the kind words. And yeah, now I think my nervousness is a little less. And I'm really looking forward to this oration because this is something it's something, like you said, it's not a medical topic. It's something that we believe from our heart and what our roles and what we've learned all our lives. So first of all, thank you to Delhi Gynae Forum for giving me this opportunity to express my heart's words, and to my teachers, Dr. Sharda Jain, Dr. Uma Rai, Dr. Chitra, Dr. Sanjeevni, Dr. Manju Khemani, who have made me what I am today. And to my idols, Dr. Sonia Malik, Dr. Malvika Sabharwal, and of course, to all my friends and colleagues who have joined in today. So I'm going to speak on this topic. I'm sharing my screen now, and yeah, which is in today's time.
Meenakshi, full screen.
Yeah, I'm just doing that. Sorry. Yeah, are we full screen? Yeah. Yeah. Is that fine? So I'm going to talk about something which is a little off the cuff, but still it involves all of us gynecologists. What women want, what women need, and how we as gynecologists bridge the gap. So as of 2021, there are 3,970 million or 3.97 billion males in the world, representing 50.42% of the world population. The population of females in the world is estimated at 3,905 million or 3.905 billion, representing 49.58% of the world's population. Almost there we are, we women. In India, however, indicating a demographic shift, the number of women surpassed men for the first time, with the sex ratio being 1,020 to 1,000, according to the findings of the National Family and Health Survey 5. With this, we can say that India moves into the league of developed countries as the sex ratio crosses 1,000, a health ministry official said, attributing it to measures taken for women empowerment, such as financial inclusion, and for combating gender bias and disparities. The sex ratio at birth has also improved from 919 in 2015-16 to 929 in 2019-20, indicating a positive impact of measures like implementation of the PC and PNDT Act and various other interventions. So, as clearly it shows that our society comprises men and women. In earlier times, men were considered to be the leading members of a family. They were responsible for earning the livelihood and for the decisions taken in the family. On the other hand, the women were responsible for doing household work and upbringing of the children. So their roles were based on gender mainly. There was no involvement of women in decision making. If we assess our entire sector, then research says that women's issues are either focused on her reproductive role and her body, which is where we gynecologists have already been helping, or on her economic role as a worker. But none of them are focused on empowering the women. So today's woman wants more. She wants independence. She wants beauty. She makes strive for beauty, and it is well within her right to do so. She may want higher education. She may want to follow her dreams. She may want to pursue dance. She may want to pursue music. She may want to pursue art. She wants to be healthy, fit, and strong. She wants to be financially independent. She may want to be beautiful inside out. She wants to have a happy family life. She wants to enjoy with her friends. In all, what she wants is to have a life. That is, a life of her own choice is what a woman is striving for. So actually, what she's looking for is woman empowerment. Women empowerment is made up of two words, women and empowerment. Empowerment means to give power or authority to someone. So women empowerment means power in the hands of women. It signifies that women should be given equal opportunity in every field, irrespective of any discrimination. Women empowerment is the process that creates power in women to lead a happy and respectable life in society. Women are empowered when they are able to assess opportunities in a variety of fields, such as education, profession, lifestyle, etc., without any limitations or restrictions. It includes raising their status through education, awareness, literacy, and training. It also includes the authority to take decisions. When a woman makes a critical decision, she feels empowered. Women empowerment is the most crucial point for the overall development of a community. So how are women empowered? There are, of course, government schemes to make them empowered. There's the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Mahila E-Heart. The government also organizes Mahila Shakti Kendras and working women hostels. But even at an individual level, there is a lot that we can do and we have the power to do as far as women empowerment is concerned. Health, respect, and by exemplifying. So at an individual level, we ensure their health, not only in treating disease, but by preventing it and making them mentally, physically, emotionally, and socially healthy. That is the WHO definition of health, is it not? We are health providers, and it becomes our responsibility to take them there. Respect. We, as doctors, need to respect ourselves first of all. We need to respect our colleagues. We need to respect our seniors, and we need to respect our juniors. More importantly, we need to learn to respect our patients. Exemplification. This is probably the way we women get empowered mostly. I look at powerful women who are my seniors, and that helps me get empowered. So we all are actually examples of how women can be empowered. And that's what even our patients actually look at us in that. Each time a woman stands up for herself without knowing it possibly, without claiming it, she stands up for all women. And this is what we have to remember. To realize their hopes and follow their dreams, what is it that women need? They need to understand themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. They need to figure out their weaknesses and their strengths. They need good health so that they can work towards what they want. They need to have a support as well as an ideal. And I think in this whole role, we are involved in a lot of places. In fact, our role in women's lives and indeed in shaping their future starts as early as when they are in the womb. Not only by ensuring a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby are we setting the first stepping stone to a girl's bright future, but by counseling the parents and explaining the reasons behind the PCP and DT Act, talking about equality of the girl child, apprising the parents about the role of ensuring good health and education, we lay the seeds of women empowerment. The next step taken is when we have in a girl's life towards empowerment is when she becomes a teenager. Here, I'm not going to be talking about AUB and all and its management because this is not a medical lecture. It's not an academic feast. But I would like to touch upon something very close to my heart again. That is the prevention of cervical cancer. Apprising parents about the need for vaccinating every young girl and prioritizing her health and indirectly the young girl herself is the agenda of our consultation. Be proactive. Insist that the parents prioritize their girl child. At the end of the day, that's how we empower the young, our leaders of tomorrow. I have been closely associated with the Meri Beti Meri Duty campaign for cervical cancer vaccination. And this step helps prevent not only a cancer, which is the commonest genital malignancy in women, but also teaches us and teaches society that women health needs to be a priority, and hence we help women empower themselves. Once this girl becomes an adult at 18, we need to provide good counsel, good information, and knowledge to the woman about sexual health and contraception. Girls and women should feel free to discuss openly with us, not feel that we are judging them. Remember that a young woman, when she reaches out to us for contraception or medical help, she is in dire straits. She's looking for someone she can talk to, and she's trying to take control of her body and herself. She doesn't require chastisation at that time. She make more safe and more wise decisions if we are forthcoming and advise. Do you really know that the young women today actually have a reference list of non-judgmental gynecologists? I'm happy and proud to be on top of that list. But I firmly believe that all of us gynecologists should be on top of that list. We should be providing good counsel with confidence to all our patients. Be clear that with young girls, as far as sexual health and contraception is concerned, our role is to give them correct, balanced information and medical management and support within the legal framework of our country. We are a service provider, not a moral science teacher. I believe morals and ethics are for myself to follow and to impart to my children in their growing years. But beyond that, we must also learn to move with the times. We must learn to understand and to make them understand their bodies and help them have control over them and be safe and healthy. That is our commitment towards empowering them in the future. Definitely talk to them about STIs and how to prevent them and stay safe. Also take any opportunity to counsel women when they come, whether for their hormonal issues, accidental pregnancies, premarital counsel, or AUBs. Counsel them about contraception, counsel them about STIs, counsel them about the HPV vaccination. Now, we all know that 30s are the new 20s. A step towards empowerment of women in guiding them by balancing their careers, relationships, and family life. Women might want to plan their babies in their 30s once they have achieved their dream jobs, their financial security, and stable relationships. This is contrary to our generation, when our kids were born without all these conditions. I think Dr. Chitra remembers when she delivered my first one, when I was still in my post-graduation years. And I remember Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar herself washing up with Dr. Chitra when I had finished my senior residency, just setting foot into private practice, probably not earning enough even to, pay for the fuel that I went in my car. Now, women may want children after 30, 35, or even at 40. They are not wrong. We need to help them make wise decisions. So in the future that they see, that's not my future. It is her future that she sees. It's my role to help her achieve that. So when we see a woman in her 30s not ready to conceive at that point, ensure that she understands that her hormonal issues and diseases like endometriosis need to be sorted out. They need to be well taken care of. She needs to understand how to prevent complications at diabetes and PIH, which are going to increase with age. She needs to understand the option of egg freezing. We don't need to tell her it's too late or it will become too late. We are there to help her in the problem that she has. This is how we empower our women, hand-holding them and helping them achieve their dreams. Women in their 40s need a different type of confidence. How to... So we need to be their confidant. I need to help her with her insecurities, her emptiness syndrome, so that, frankly, she has the confidence. And she in fact, looks forward to the annual health checkups that she has, her medical checkups and her gynae visits, with her mammographies, ultrasound and pap smears, whatever when required. When a woman reaches menopause, her mood swings, low feelings, depression take the better of her. And the hot flashes, night sweats, hair fall, aging skin, difficult sex do nothing to help. By empathizing her, by being open, supportive, lending a patient ear, coaxing her to discuss her intimate issues before we offer her the appropriate remedy, we are actually helping empower this woman in her difficult situation. We have to be instrumental in keeping women, in helping the women achieve fit at 40, fabulous at 50, strong at 60, serene at 70, and independent at 80. We have to be the wind beneath the metaphorical wings of other women. We have to be the support system which helps them succeed in the game of life. Behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. And we are those women. We have to be the wonder women. We have to be the gynecologists who make a world of difference, or a significant small one in the world of women, because the future is female. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Meenakshi, for taking us on a very difficult topic so easily, what women wants, what women dreams. I think you have covered every aspect. Today only I was reading one article that, in all of this, right, in empowerment and this thing, we should not forget one thing which is very strong in Indian women, to look after the health of their family, cooking. In USA, because once they started ordering food from outside, the whole family thing is broken. So I think that's also every woman in India wants that my family should be together, and we should not forget that. I think any comments from Dr. Anjila?
I think it was a wonderful oration given by Meenakshi. It was like that I was sitting next to her and we are talking, and I think whoever is here will also go through the same feelings, because we all feel the same. And thank you, Meenakshi, for telling us and reminding us again and again what is the agenda and what is a woman empowerment. And it was beautiful. And yet again, you have done a wonderful job, as you have done for DGFS during your tenure. It was an amazing job. Over to Jyoti.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manju and Dr. Anjila, and of course, Meenakshi. And for remembering me, yes, I was there for the little boy, and we both share the same birthday. So that's a very great day it was. So now, having really made each one of us who are here, I think each one of us started really thinking, where do we fit in this particular role of bridging the gap between the woman and the needs? And for this, I would like to invite some of the very stalwarts who themselves must have really thought how we can make that difference. And with that, I would invite Dr. Sangeeta Gupta. She's the Vice President of Delhi Gynecologist Forum. She's the ex-head of the department of the ESI beside Dharawal, and a person who's been with us at Harding when I was an intern, and a person really look forward to fulfilling all the roles at the head of the department, a highly professional life, as a wife, as a mother, and as a person who really contributes to the community. So Dr.
Thank
Sangeeta.
you, Dr. Jyoti. Thank you. And I really congratulate Dr. Meenakshi for putting the things in such a simple manner and such things which appear so close to our heart. I would definitely like to discuss that woman empowerment goes hand in hand with gender equality. So we all have to think about this, and as the Sustainable Development Goal 5, this has to be finished. This gender equality has to be obtained by 2030, and we are left less than a decade time to have this gender equality and woman empowerment. So we all have to work very fast to reach these goals. And I now say that a woman needs to be healthy and deserves to be healthy. And behind every woman, there should be a passionate obstetrician, a considerate gynecologist. So because we deal with the problems of women right from adolescent to menopause, as Dr. Meenakshi said. So we have to a bit change our mindset, and we have to get more involved with our patients and discussing day in, day out with their problems which are otherwise not related to their health. Because in government hospitals, we really don't give enough time to patient to listen to her problems so that we can make them more confident in themselves. So I think as a doctor, as a gynecologist, we can help them to have a better life and to have what they need to have, what they want to have.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sangeeta, for putting your thoughts and giving so much more clarity to it. And now I would like Dr. Malvika to... Dr. Malvika, as Meenakshi did say, that when we look at certain women, we get empowered. So you're one of those particular people whom we really look at, and each one of us really feels encouraged and empowered. A person who's a Padma Shri, person who's built up a hospital, who has got a family with daughter-in-laws, with daughters, managing all the roles and managing them so efficiently and beautifully. So we would like you to please give your comments upon this.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, and thank you for the very kind words to you. I loved Meenkashi Ahuja's talk. It was excellent. And when you first spoke to me about it, I was wondering what it was all about. And here I was thinking that what are the things that Meenakshi is going to cover? And the way she's brought it out, right from the womb to 80 to keep her fit, I think it was done beautifully. And Jyoti, like you asked me this question, and also Sangeeta in the previous comments she's made, that the mental, physical, emotional and economical health of a woman is so important. And it starts as early as when she comes into this world. The parents who are the ones who can actually give confidence to the child, how she grows into a very healthy, emotionally stable person who's ready to walk into another family, like our Indian culture. We walk into our in-laws family. That's most of us do that. Of course, there are areas where it's the other way around. But then the adjustments to make, the emotional development that you have to go through, and the kind of, so that all has been, that all has been already inculcated into you when you were a child. And so it is the parental responsibility. If you're a parent, you have to put in. And as you're growing up and as you enter a family and make your own family, you become an example for the others in the family to follow you. Of course, gender equality is something which it's a global problem that we all face. I feel that female literacy, and we all have been touching that over and over again, it is the most important thing to do. So literacy is something that we should look into. And of course, to follow your dreams as you're getting into all that, to be balanced mind, to have a balanced partner, to have friends, and of course, to be able to value what you have, to be able to be grateful to what you have, whether it's your health, whether it's your mental health or a physical, or the friends around you and the colleagues. I think it is the most important thing, how you relate to them. Go into the right path without flying too high, and just carry on with your goals, or being a gynecologist, or being a mother, or being a partner and a daughter and a daughter-in-law, and the things fall into place. Jyoti, this has been a life wherein you're all the time working, and you continue to do that. There is nothing like that. And we will feel empowered as the things keep falling into place. And we should work towards those things in the family and friends. Thank you so much, Jyoti.
Thank you so much, Dr. Malvika. And I think one thing I got from you that before being a gynecologist who fills the gap, it's the mother who's going to fill the gap and start the process of getting up one's child to be really onto there. So thank you very much. And now Dr. Kishore, I hope he's there over here. So he's the only male over here. And Dr. Kishore, I would like really you to tell me that how as a gynecologist, how as a male person, have you been able in your life to fill up this particular gap and to fulfill what a woman needs and what a woman wants? But is he there? I think I'm not able to see him.
Take Dr. Sonia. Sonia, Sanjeevni, they are not. He's not there.
He's not. Okay. So, Dr. Sonia Malik, madam, are you there?
There and feeling awful.
Yes, doctor.
I'm late. I'm really feeling awful. Good afternoon to everybody.
Thanks for being here, madam, today.
I'm so sorry. I just got anyway.
मैम मैं पूरी रिकॉर्डिंग आपको भेजूंगी, आपको सुनना तो पड़ेगा, आपको अच्छा लगे या ना लगे, ये तो पक्की बात है.
Okay, अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, अच्छा तो लगेगा ही. I know it. You are such a good. Your expression has always been so. Your most powerful tool, I would say. You are very good in your expression. So अच्छा तो लगेगा ही. So I really do not know what I'm supposed to be saying. I am supposed to be talking about women and how women are empowering ourselves. Is that what
you're going to be talking about your particular attitude towards women and how you have been able to empower someone in your life and blessings for Meenakshi.
Let me talk about something which is very different from what we are talking, but of course women. I have been influenced, I mean, in the sense that, yes, that was a great, these are great moments. I'm talking about 3 women who are all called Jantri. They were all Jantris and they came into my life. The 3 Jantris were 3 patients that came into my life and somehow have changed the way I look at life. The first Jantri was when I was a house surgeon. This lady was having an ovarian cancer. And she was to be operated. She was, we knew that it's a malignancy and she's going to have a problem and she's not going to live. She's not going to pull it. And she was anemic. So we told them, and both of them were old, and we told them that they must go and donate blood or they must get somebody to donate blood for them and all. So the husband, poor thing, he was crying and he said, I am the only one, I will go and donate blood. And what do I find? Both of them walking to the blood bank, and the woman is offering herself to donate blood for herself. At that time, auto transfusion was not there, but then she was saying, "ये तो बहुत कमजोर है, ये मर जाएगा, मुझे देना पड़ेगा, तभी मैं कुछ हो सकेगा, मैं ही देती हूँ." I mean, it was such a, I could not imagine the power of a woman, the way she thinks, the way she emotes for people. This was her husband, but well, of course, for anybody, women can go to that extent. They don't bother about what they are and they don't bother about their lives. So that was the first Jantri. The second Jantri was an infertile patient who came to my clinic. She was brought by a relative, very shy, could not even, very scared that something untoward is going to happen to her. And what she said, they came and told me, her sister-in-law brought her and said, "Ki ye baanj hai, iske bachcha nahi hota." So, I mean, it was such a shocking statement, ekdam se aise bolna. But then when I started going into the history, it was the husband. The husband was azoospermic. And she never disclosed it to anybody that he was azoospermic. We did an IUI and she conceived. And then what happened was it was again a female child, but she was having omphalus. The baby had no this thing. It was a congenitally malformed baby. And we told her that this baby is not going to survive. And she said, "Nahi, kya pata, kuch ho jaye." So she kept that child. We did a cesarean on that baby, knowing that this baby is not going to survive. Nothing is going to happen. But she went through the whole thing thinking, कि cesarean से अगर बचने के 2% chance भी है तो मैं करवाऊंगी. did it. The child did not survive. And then I asked her after that, you knew this was going to happen. You knew that this is not going to, your child is not going to survive. Why did you go through it? And she said, Doctor, ab mujhe baanch to nahi keh payenge na kabhi bhi. Mera bachcha to ho gaya na. So, again, the pathos, the misery, the sadness of these patients who have come to us in our life probably made me feel that, look at the helplessness and look at the poor lady, but look at the will and determination. That is the power of the woman. That is what Jantri taught me. Then she adopted a daughter. And after a couple of years, she brought that daughter to me. And she said, Madam, iske na teesra bachcha ho raha, ab ye bhi ladki hai, iska abortion kar do. And I said to her, how can you tell me to do that when you never had children yourself? How can you ever think of that? She says, if she has this child, they'll throw her out. And then, yes, she had a daughter and the child was thrown out of her house. The same, the Jantri had, basically tried to protect her daughter, but the daughter could not, be protected. Again, so powerless. Yet she again looked after her daughter's children, everybody. So I'm telling that what I want to say is that women in any circumstance has got infinite power within them. And that power comes out whenever we are faced by those circumstances where we feel we are helpless, but we always know that there's some kind of a way out and there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So we go ahead and keep on walking and keep on doing. We do that to our family. We do that every day in our lives. And that is how we are succeeding and that is how we are moving ahead, even as gynecologists. Many of us as gynecologists have carried our children with us in the cars when we go and attend cesareans at night. But we haven't stopped from doing that. We haven't stopped delivering babies, but we have never said no to a patient. And that is something that, nobody knows except a gynecologist and maybe a Jantri who thinks about us sometimes. Thank you very much, all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Madam, for inspiring each one of us and getting all of us emotional. With some little tears in the eyes. Thank you so much, ma'am. So Dr. Uma Rai is yet another person we all look forward as a mentor. And Meenakshi was very particular that Madam should be here for her oration. So Dr. Uma Rai, Madam, I hope you're there today.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay.
Madam, आप unmute कर लो.
कर लिया?
हाँ. आपको देख भी लिया आज.
I like it. It was Meenakshi really spoke very well. And even I should say that it was really very, very nice topic. Very nice topic in which she really spoke so well. And education, as someone mentioned, is very important for the empowerment of the women, which is very, very important. And in today's world, I think sex education and all other things need to be told. And as a women and as a teacher, I think I have gone through seeing so many girls, so many women who are empowered, and I feel really proud of them and my students. Nice.
Ma'am, you all are role models for us. You have changed, Dr. Chitra, Dr. Sharda and ma'am, Dr. Sanjeevani Khanna ma'am, you have changed our lives. I don't know whether you know or not, but you have all have a powerful impact on our personality. And Jyoti and Meenakshi can say that also.
Really, that's why I wanted all my teachers there, because at the end of the day, we are basically a product of what our parents make us and our teachers make us. So whatever I am because of my parents and my teachers.
Yes. I feel very proud, very proud. I don't have a daughter, but all the students of mine are my daughters. So I think, and today when I see them,
the helping attitude. मैं हूँ ना, मैं इधर ही रहती हूँ, मुझे कभी भी बुला लेना. So these things you have taught how to behave with your juniors, how to behave with your colleagues.
Yes. I think
the next teacher I'm going to invite is Dr. Chitra. So, Madam, Dr. Chitra, she was there initially, and I'm sure she must be there.
Well,
yeah.
Jyoti, thank you so much for calling me. So, what I want to say, Meenakshi, what an excellent topic, and what beautiful oration. So it has started off a chain thinking process in all of us. Everyone is thinking how to empower women. We have been doing that all our lives, but we still want to enhance ourselves and go on about it. I must congratulate Dr. Sharda Jain. She's very correctly said, I catch them young. Yes, she has caught all of you at a very young stage. Many of you are young and president of DGF in various districts of Delhi. So that is encouraging me. The students, the patients are in such safe hands now. Everybody is now empowered. So you people are empowered now. And I must say, Meenakshi, I'm so proud of you. You were my student. And your parents are so well known to me. Your parents would be so proud of you today. What a long way you've come up to give such a strong and beautiful oration. I want to only say that as gynecologists, we are role models, not only in our family, friends, to our own children, but we are role models for our patients too. So don't lose any opportunity. With each and every patient, do the counseling. Whatever way you can, whatever age he is come, young girls, married women, pregnant women, older age. Now you must think of people like me also in 17 and 80 and 90. So many women are there in this age group. So don't lose the opportunity to support them also. So all the best to you, all of you, all young ones. All of you are known to me, young students of Lady Hardinge. And so I must wish you all very well in your future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam, for being here. And I too remember you as one of the most unconventional gynecologists, an obstetrician and a senior. So calm, so pleasant. Never did we ever get any schooling from you, despite whatever wrong we had done ever. And it is indeed a pleasure to see you just the same as we saw you.
I have loved every moment of being all you girls, It has been my life and I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now Dr. Sanjeevani, yes. Dr. Sanjeevani she's the founder, president of DGF North, our teacher, our mentor.
Thank you.
And, madam, it's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you so much. And I want to just say that Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am, is an example of a lady who has got it in her to bring about a change, and she manages to guide us in the correct way. And I'm really glad that it's her brainchild of having the orations, because you see, it brings out the best in so many of us. And thank you, Jyoti, for conducting the program so well and giving your very valuable inputs. Also, I'm very glad that all my seniors, all women achievers have spoken before me, so that I have this opportunity to maybe I'll be duplicating some of the things, but I don't know whether to speak about the topic Meenakshi spoke about, or rather speak about Meenakshi herself. Because you see, as it is, women I feel they have greater flexibility, they are more friendly, they're more likely to influence society. If they take it upon them that, yes, we have to bring about a change. As far as Meenakshi is concerned, I think many adjectives which are so powerful and so positive have been already been used for her. All I'd say is that she is an ideal person for bringing about change. And of course, so is Anjila, and so are so many of you, Jyoti, so many others who are present here. So she possesses communication skills. She looks you in the eye and she's concerned. She's enthusiastic. She's vivacious. She's energetic. She's creative. She's innovative. And this I can say from the times that we used to plan extracurricular activities. And I know how she'd write out the script and involve people in specific roles. So I'd never forget those. And anytime you call upon her to help you out with the task or to design a task, she's there, right there in front and right there by your side. I remember once Dr. Sharda Jain ma'am had asked us to conduct a DGF program to a large gathering, and I asked Meenakshi to be, compare along with me. And
2 days.
Ma'am, it was a wonderful session, and the way we sort of planned it out, and that was exciting enough. So if somebody can make an event exciting, she can make it of interest to 1,000 people who attend, then that lady's got to be having powers. And since it's Meenakshi's special day, it's an Oration day. Congratulations for your wonderful talk and the wonderful platform that Dr. Sharda Jain ma'am has placed you upon to deliver this talk. So this is it, Meenakshi, and you keep it up. And from amongst all the trends that you said are evolving through history. So there's so many changes in independence and all those, but I just like to use a word, pass on a word of caution here that some trends which we think may not be healthy for the future, it is our duty to provide that feedback to a lady. So, of course, you did mention that we are by the side of our women, but if there is something which is not likely to be good for her health or of her progeny or of her family, then it is good to hold a strong strong ground on that. So we don't want to influence her opinion or her decision making for herself, but it's our job to have her well informed about the consequences of a certain action or decision that she may take. So I think we will have many more wonderful occasions for all other presidents to speak, and this platform is just terrific. And one day Dr. Sharda Jain ma'am will run out of presidents, so it will pass on to the vice presidents and the secretaries. But this is an exciting and totally, I would say that we don't have to leave it to some very big organization worldwide or India-wide to hold orations. These orations which DGF holds are from the heart, and there we are all connected people. So I really like the words of Dr. Sonia Malik and everyone, Dr. Chitra Raghunandan, who's been my teacher, Dr. Uma Rai ma'am, and so many others who are not here now. Dr. Rukmini Aranya, Dr. Padubidri, Dr. Maya Sood, Dr. Pinto, all are the heads of departments, and my dear colleagues, Dr. Malvika Sabharwal and Dr. Manju Khemani, without whose being by my side, we wouldn't have been able to make it. And all the bright sparks that I see in Dr. Anjila, Aneja, Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar, and all others, Dr. Anita Rajoria, who's here. So I just like to say that, yes, we should have a sense of humor. We should have a good vocabulary in Hindi and English. We should possess powerful communication skills if we want to be people who can pass on a certain message. And last of all, I'd like to remember my mother, who set me an example of women empowerment. She was the principal of Arya Samaj school at Barakhamba Road. And when I was 1.5 years old, that would not deter her from driving her Austin 10. It was the first Austin 10, and she was the first woman driver in Delhi after having been educated from London, a double MA in English literature and English language about maybe 70 years ago. But when I was tiny, hardly the sort who would be of any help to her, more of a nuisance, she would drive her Austin 10 to work, and she would not, there were no these seats in the car and no belts and things. So she would put me behind her in the driving seat, and so that I was pressed, her back was gently pressed against me, and then she would drive to work. And there was a school in Lady Urban, in Arya Samaj school, and so I would be in the nursery while she would be at work. So, and then later she told me about it, that this is how she would take me when she went to work, but she did not serve her office for a single day because I was small, apart from whatever maternity leave she had. So she taught me to be strong. She taught me to be independent. She taught me to speak correct Hindi or correct English and not to jumble the two. And I think she was she was an example of women empowerment to me. And I wish and I hope everyone can have memories of their past which make them stronger. So this is really sounds like a mini oration from me, but I can't. Meenakshi has instilled that spark in me to speak my heart out. Thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you, ma'am, Dr. Sharda Jain, and all my seniors and colleagues who are Wonder Womens of today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, so much. And I think today, all of us are really going to sit back and look into our life and look for those purple sparks that have ignited us. And the last, I would like to call Dr. Archana Bathak, who is the president of DGF West, to just share a few words.
Surely. Thank you, Dr. Jyoti. I would be very brief, but I would begin by thank you. And I must congratulate Dr. Meenakshi for an excellent oration. That was really wonderful. And thank you, Sharda ma'am. I can't thank Sharda ma'am enough for letting me be here. So I'm going to start with a small poem. So it says that let them judge you, let them misunderstand you, let them gossip about you. Their opinions aren't your problem. You stay kind, committed to love, and free in your authenticity. No matter what they do or say, don't you dare doubt your worth or the beauty of your truth. Just keep on shining like you do. This is a saying by Scott Stabile, which I just found on the net. So I thought it is just apt for today's topic. And I would just like to say that a woman needs their dear ones to show kindness, patience, understanding, empathy, and compassion. Regardless of whatever relationship they are in, I think that's what a woman needs. She needs to be trusted, respected, protected, loved, and understood. And I think education goes a long way in doing all this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Archana. It was a wonderful poem, very, very encouraging poem. Thank you so much. And I'd like to hand over for the very last item to Dr. Kiranjeet. And before Dr. Kiranjeet actually shows a surprise video, I would like Madam Dr. Jain.
Doctor, one thing. There are many people who wants to share. We can prolong this particular time for another 15 minutes. Anybody wants to share, they can put their name in chat box and they can, you can take their comments.
Yes.
In the meantime, Madam Kiranjeet.
Thank you, Dr. Jyoti, Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am. Thank you. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. Meenakshi for such a wonderful, excellent oration. She's actually a Wonder Woman, I would say. And my greetings to all of you on the occasion of Vasant Panchami, seeking blessings from Ma Saraswati and all my teachers. So coming on to the times that were, which has been given to me by Dr. Jyoti. So I'm going to talk about what we did during our tenure. So as we know, DGFS was created with a purpose of regular academic updating of our fellow gynecologists. So we, as in Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja as the president, and myself as the secretary, Dr. Shelly and Dr. Madhu as vice presidents, we took the baton from the previous team, Dr. Manju Khemani ma'am and Dr. Madhu Goel, and carried the light further. Our vision as a team was to further the cause of academic excellence, which we achieved to an extent, and the credibility of DGFS was established. With the guidance of Dr. Sharda Jain ma'am, my seniors, involvement of the eminent national faculty, and contributions of each member of the forum. We managed to enroll more and more members into the forum and made sure that we could involve all the members in our activities. And we also successfully, carried out some awareness activities like PCOS walkathon, which really helped to create a recognition for our whole forum. And these, not just this, these regular meetings not only helped in, professional learnings from each other's collective experience, but also helped build personal relationships with each member. And to, and the experience was further enhanced by some flavors of festivities during our meetings. So I feel privileged for the opportunity bestowed on us, the team, and wish DGFS all the best for future. I have tried to thread some beautiful memories of our tenure in a short video. I would request Dr. Deepika to please play the video. Hi, Meenakshi, as an acquaintance, as a senior, until she came up to me and asked me to be her secretary for the DGFS. She really encouraged and supported me to take on the responsibility. I was a little reluctant and apprehensive in the beginning. She was very understanding and very cooperative throughout. She's a dynamic, vibrant person and has taken DGFS to new heights. I am proud and I'm happy that I have been associated with her, and I wish her all the success in her future endeavors. Thank you.
I've known Dr. Meenakshi ever since I started my foray as a gynecologist, in fact, even earlier than that. And what is striking about her is her vibrant personality. She's always there to take the initiative, and she will never hold you back for whatever good you want to do. Apart from that, she always believes in team effort, and there's a lot of fun which is involved in whatever she does. So it's always been great working with her. Always wish Dr. Meenakshi a wonderful life ahead.
Since my postgraduate days. In fact, I was on duty the day that she had her son. So, as you know, that the association has been a very long one. So, completely carefree person with an absolute zest for life. She loves traveling. She's an absolute foodie. It has been very nice working with her for Delhi Gynae Forum South, and I wish her well in her life. Thank you.
I know Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja is a very wonderful, vibrant and dynamic personality. And there are some few things about her which make her different. She is very, very supportive. If you ever go to her, ask for any suggestions, whether it is professional, whether it is personal, she's always there to help you out. And she takes everybody along, she's got that art. We all love her. And I wish her a very happy, healthy and successful life.
So that, I think, the times that way. And we hope those times do come again, actually at a different role in a different place. And the only person in the chat box who said that, yes, I want to say something is Dr. Surjeet. So if Dr. Surjeet is there, we would like to hear from her before we end the meeting.
I'm sorry, Jyoti, because nobody is there, I took this opportunity to talk. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. If I say a single word, single line, of course, single word is a single line, all I need is to have a chance. Chance to be born, chance to be educated, chance to do the job, chance to choose my life partner, choice to give me a chance to my choices. That is a single line what I really want to say about all that women need and women want. And Dr. Sonia Malik's talk really just gave too much of like melting words. I just want to share one thing, one important thing on the other part of Sonia Malik, Dr. Sonia Malik, what I said. One of my patients, she said that her patient was accused as a banj, somebody else. One of my patients at age of 40 years came with a pregnancy. She was throughout being abused by in-laws to have that she could not conceive, that she's a banj. And luckily she got, luckily or by choice only, she just had a relation with his neighbor, who was also married. And she got pregnant with the neighbor. And she said, whatever the life is, whatever the world says, I am going to produce this time. That person. And that is to my surprise, even that person always accompanied her and just took very good care of her throughout this thing. She got a 3.5 kg male, beautiful baby. And she's still carrying. She said, just to hell the world, to hell with the world. I have been abused for so many years. Then she got pregnant. That is the one part of the story. And another story that also resembles to your story, that is my own family. It's a far relative of my family that the girl got married to the person. Then she could not conceive for 5-7 years. Then what they did was, they had given another girl, her sister only, to the same person. So that my sister should not be like pushed out of the house so that she could not produce. And she got married to the same person and she also did not conceive. And both the sisters married to one person, did not have the child, and after 10 or 15 years of their marriage, both of them, 5 years of the first marriage, 10 years of the second, 15 to 20 years, it came out as that the person, that male could produce. It is a living story. It is not a story. It is a living story what we had in our family. So that was too sad. So we have to come out. We have to really come out for all this thing. That is my choice, my way. That has to be. So there's no that thing that we have to remove that thing. Just become financially independent. Only one thing that which can save you from all these abuses is become financially independent. There's one solution.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sujit. And I remember your oration on yes, Minister too, with such strong ideas and coming out with such strong solutions for each one of us. Definitely. Thank you so much for coming here, and I love that line.
One word for Meenakshi. I never knew I had to describe her. I didn't know I had to describe her. Only one adjective. She's a live wire. That's it.
Can I take a last minute word?
Yes, ma'am. That's your stage now.
I think it had been a great activity today, and one can see that 80 people are there till the end. And everybody has been glued to it, listening to every word of it. I again come back that we have to pick up people when they are young. The only thing what you have to give it to them, responsibility. Once you give them responsibility, they become automatically creative. Unless you give them responsibility, nobody will be creative. After this running this organization for 21 years, I can definitely say that one thing is clear. AOGD, IMA is not going to give you oration. दूर तक नहीं. Private practitioners उनकी उसमें आते ही नहीं है. But there is a desire that I should be called for oration. As a faculty member, I got chance for oration first in Chennai when I was pretty young, and then got in Nepal where I did not have anybody. But I find, giving responsibility makes you think again and again. My only request with folded hands to all the presidents is, things have started lately. You scratch my back, I will scratch your back. That has to be stopped. Give opportunity to every younger person who is bright. You give them opportunity. Give them opportunity. गलत करने दो, कोई बात नहीं. उन्होंने बोला मुझे बोलना है तो बोलने दो. But I think, this particular thing which has started is, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. That has to go. And my request is that Delhi Gynecologist Forum requires little more sincerity. Till now, I find only 1 or 2% will give back. This proportion should be increased to 10%. Whatever you get from Delhi Gynecologist Forum, at least 10% to do isko. Abhi tak dene ka 1% hai. Yesterday you saw the example. I was the speaker and I was the anchor. This should not happen. This should not happen. And I think, everybody is waiting. आप उनको बस बोल के देखो आपको oration बोलना है. The preparations will start and everybody will be better and better. There is a personality that 50 to 60% are the ones who do not speak. बोलते ही नहीं है. उनको आपको provoke करना पड़ता है. Time and again, you are the president. Don't let vice president shine. Do not let anybody else shine. You are the president. उनको बोलना पड़ता है. So I think, we are definitely trying to do that. We do justice to everybody. But I think it had been an absolutely wonderful day. And I will close. Before I close, I will definitely tell about Meenkashi Ahuja one thing. When Meenkashi Ahuja retired as president, she was, Dr. Jain, give me some responsibility. Dr. Jain, give me some responsibility. Doctor, this is the way the people work. This is called woman empowerment. You have to empower yourself first, and then you empower other people. So this is what the beauty is, that, she has, in 22, she has led the ball rolling, and her colleagues have done a wonderful job. Dr. Kiranjeet has done a wonderful, playback of all the things which had been there. Thank you very much again. And all my seniors, Dr. Umar Rai, Dr. Sonia Malik, Dr. Sangeeta, Dr. Chitra Raghunandan, and my previous presidents who have already given oration, Dr. Khemani and Dr. Sanjeevni Khanna. I kept this particular promise, though there was a gap for 2 years, in between, because people like me could not afford those big oration meetings. But thank God to COVID, things have been materialized now. So thank you again. It had been absolutely wonderful and delightful oration like this. So 3 cheers to Dr. Meenakshi Sharma.
We should be thankful to you for empowering so many ladies here, so many women here.
Ma'am, everybody is glued.
I totally second her.
We got our identity from you only.
Absolutely. I fully agree. I second you totally.
And also, एक छोटी सी बात और मैं बताना चाहती हूँ AOGT के हिसाब से. पहली बार मुझे पता चला, though I have been part of this constitution, which is reconstructed, आप चेयरमैन नहीं बन सकते जब तक कि आप सब कमेटी के मेंबर नहीं हो उसके. So please, अभी तक मुझे बताया गया कि आपको चेयरमैन चूज करेगा. चेयरमैन तो चूज वही करेगा. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. पता ही नहीं चल पता लोगों को. 95% do not come to know कि कोई ऐसी मीटिंग भी बनी है, कोई ऐसा कुछ है. अपने लोगों का नाम लिख लिया बस. अभी तक यही होता है और वही वाली बात अब DGF में भी घुस गई है. Everybody is open. Give my names to me. I will see to it Dr. Anjila Batra puts them in subcommittee. Unless you become subcommittee member, you will not become a chairman ever. So आपने अगर ऊपर चढ़ना है तो आपको पहले member बनना पड़ेगा और फिर आपको chairman बनना पड़ेगा.
Madam Sharda, you are really absolutely a genius.
Yes.
Full of energy.
No, Doctor Sir. एक बात बिल्कुल क्लियर है. मेरी तो बिटिया यहाँ है नहीं. मुझको यहाँ की बिटियों के लिए काम करना है ना डॉक्टर साहब.
मैडम, अब आपके जैसा कोई और तो नहीं दिखा हमें.
चलिए कोई बात नहीं. डॉक्टर मैं यहाँ पे आप छोटी सी बात बताना चाहिए. आपने दिखने की बात कहती है. So I came back. If anybody can give me 1 minute, when I came back from Chandigarh to this particular place, whenever I spoke on the AOGT forum, I definitely got 20 senior teachers coming and telling me, "Beta, तूने आज बहुत बढ़िया job किया." You were appreciated at that particular time. And that time this tenure was for 3 years. I was vice president with Dr. Das in 87, 88 and 89. I can never forget the day. Dr. Co-chair And Dr. Kotwani came to me कि डॉक्टर जैन आपको प्रेसिडेंट बनना है, अगर प्रेसिडेंट बनना है तो बोलो, मैं तुमको प्रेसिडेंट बनाती हूँ. मैंने कहा डॉक्टर साहब फॉक्सी वाले ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मुझे प्रेसिडेंट नहीं बनना. You scratch my back and I will scratch your back is the policy here. मुझे ऐसे इंस्टीट्यूशन में काम नहीं करना डॉक्टर साहब. उसके बाद the second, people like Dr. Bakshi have always appreciated. किसी की greetings आए नहीं, नए साल में डॉक्टर बख्शी की greetings जरूर आएंगे and she will pick up a pen and always talk. But I will, my hats off to Dr. Urmil Sharma. She has always guided me properly. And उनकी एक request है which I have not been able to exceed. There are people who can think about, आपके care करेंगे. अगर आप उनके care करोगे तो वो भी आपकी care करें. So this, with this particular remark, I will say that have a sincerity, have transparency, try to know the talents of your juniors, चाहे वो आपको अच्छे नहीं लगते हो, पर वो अच्छा है तो उसको बोलना पड़ेगा ये अच्छा है.
मैडम फिर वो अच्छे लगने लगते हैं,
हैं? डॉक्टर सोनिया मलिक आप क्या कहेंगी?
Madam, I did my first conference of hysteroscopy 1992, and if you remember, I asked help from you. You were the one who helped me, madam, totally. You guided me even how to organize the whole thing, how to set up the whole thing. I don't know whether you have that memory. I still have your pictures with me, madam. Everybody is so young. And you were the one who told me how to, you gave me so much guidance that time.
Doctor साहब, एक मेरी और से रिक्वेस्ट है, all seniors are sitting here. दिल्ली वालों को दिल्ली को सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Oh yes.
दिल्ली वालों को नॉर्थ इंडिया को सपोर्ट करना पड़ेगा, तभी हमारे में यूनिटी आएगी. हमारे साथ सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है, आपको किसी ने भी लॉलीपॉप दिया, आप उनके साथ हो गए. ये नहीं करना है हमने. नॉर्थ इंडिया को नॉर्थ इंडिया की तरह दिखाना है. पिछले जब से मैंने एजुकेशन पाई है, 50 साल में 3 खाली प्रेसिडेंट बने यहाँ से, प्रोफेसर पी.के. देवी, डॉक्टर बख्शी एंड डॉक्टर अलका कृपलानी. हमें सपोर्ट करना है नॉर्थ को, नहीं तो वो आपस में हमारे को लड़ाते रहेंगे और वो वोट जीत जाएंगे. So please, all of us have to start thinking from the other line of view. And my only request to all members who are attending here, please don't try to do that. You scratch my back, I will scratch yours. That's not done. With these remarks, thank you very much.
At the end, I would just request Dr. Sunita, who is the present secretary of the DGF South, to give the formal vote of thanks.
Okay.
You have actually, ma'am, I would say, apart from conceptualization of the whole thing, you have always been the torchbearer for us. You have always shown us the way ahead.
Yes.
And each one of us is going to take these little words of yours, these pearls of wisdom, and really make a path of our own life. With that, Dr. Sunita Arora, if you're there, we would like a vote of thanks from you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar, ma'am, to have me here and give me this opportunity on this wonderful and beautiful occasion to give a vote of thanks. So first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am, for introducing this beautiful concept. And as everybody has said, and everybody will agree, not many people are like, madam, who can really say that we have to promote youngsters, we have to give them more opportunities. We all of us have yet to see another person like Dr. Sharda Jain, ma'am. So thank you so much to her. Thank you all seniors and teachers who have blessed this occasion today. Dr. Uma Rai, ma'am, Dr. Sonia Malik, Dr. Sanjeevani Khanna, and Dr. Chitra Raghunandan, ma'am. So when I asked Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja whom all she wants, everybody whom I called, in a minute I got back the answer, yes, we are going to be there. And congratulations to Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja for a wonderful talk. Words from each and every one of the seniors who are there today, and from Dr. Meenkashi Ahuja's oration, we are having kind of a spark in our eyes. So it was really different, something different. All seniors, all teachers, all of us sitting together and discussing some very different topics. So all of us really enjoyed. Thanks to Dr. Sangeeta Gupta, Dr. Malvika Sabharwal, ma'am, Dr. Kishore Rajurkar, Dr. Archana Pathak, Dr. Manju Khemani, Dr. Aneja from Delhi Gynae Forum South. Thank you so much for your wonderful thoughts.
thank you, Kiranjeet, for compiling that video. It was a great job you have done. And special thanks to Dr. Jyoti Bhaskar, who has wonderfully anchored the event. Thank you, ma'am, for organizing this and getting all of us together so beautifully. And all of us enjoyed. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sangeeta. And I would like to end by thanking Jagsonpal and Dr. Deepika, who have supported us and who are going to support us with all the orations that we're going to have after this. And the next oration, I'm going to tell the date so everyone's ready. It's going to be with Dr. Mrinalini Mani, and that's going to be in the month of April. And we've decided to have it on the second Friday, every alternate month. So that's going to be 8th April. So Dr. Mrinalini Mani, be ready. On 8th April, we're going to have you with us.
So thank you very much for involving Jagsonpal in the DGF President Oration meetings, and we hope to be there with you again on 8th of April. LycoRed is the product that Jagsonpal is known for, apart from Maintane injection 250 and 500 mg. And also the Nari division has Dynogest 2 mg as EndoReg, to name a few of our products. Thank you so very much for joining us all today. And tomorrow we have another meeting, which is by DMA, and it is on COVID. So do note down the webinar ID, and you can join us again tomorrow, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks once again, everyone. Thank you, madam, for giving me this opportunity to be able to anchor this great, very first historic meeting. And we hope we're going to have such meetings every alternate month, which is really going to make each one of us to really think, what can we do into this world, how we can contribute, how we can create value, how we can really inspire everyone, how we can encourage everyone. So thank you, everyone, for being there here today. Good afternoon and have a good evening.